Congratulations to a job well done. Now a few words from our valedictorian. Vincent, would you mind coming up to the podium?
Good morning, families, friends, faculty, and graduates. I want to begin by thanking you all for joining us today, for supporting my fellow classmates throughout their education, for giving them grief when they thought they weren't intelligent enough, strong enough, or emotionally stable enough to accomplish their dreams of becoming a nurse, for cheering them on and maintaining pride in their integrity despite a persistent state of PMS, more me than anyone else. Thank you all. Although most of our cycles have synced up, especially. Standing here representing Cohort 25 is an unfathomable honor that I never could have envisaged. There were an innumerable amount of times when I felt like giving up, when I thought my aspirations were misguided and my dreams too ambitious. My fellow graduates and professors had more confidence in me than I ever had in myself. Without the brilliance, confidence, and support of my cohort, professors, friends, and family, I would not be standing before you today. From the apex of my ventricles, thank you. I come from a long line of nurses. My grandmother, the most genuine and genius person I have ever known, graduated nursing school at the age of 16 and volunteered as a candy striper 2 years before getting her license at 18. She later became the director of nursing for the entire developmental school of Willowbrook in Staten Island, then a nursing professor, and her daughter, my aunt, continued her legacy. 3 of my uncles are nurse practitioners. My sister is a licensed practical nurse, planning to start a BSN program within the year. My twin brother currently studying at FSU to become a nurse, and then there's me. I thought I knew what it was. I thought I knew what nursing was because it's coded into my genetic material, ossified in my bones, embedded in my blood. Looking back, I had no idea what being a nurse meant or what the job entails. I knew nursing school is challenging and demanding, to say the least, but I didn't know nursing school was quite literally blood, sweat, tears, irritable bowel syndrome, nausea, social isolation, and I'm not talking about the patients. Nursing is holding the hand of an intubated pediatric patient, singing to them to distract them from realizing their mom isn't visiting today. Nursing is validating a man's life's achievements as he struggles to come to terms with his death. Nursing is celebrating small accomplishments such as eating, walking, bathing, or learning how to properly inject insulin. Nursing is identifying patient strengths and reasons to live after attempting to end it. Nursing is assisting patients with the acceptance of a newly amputated limb. Nursing is giving comfort and compassion to a patient who seems to despise your existence. Nursing is being a parent for the duration of the shift to the most precious neonatal twins who are parentless. Nursing is consoling and encouraging a mother to hold her baby after a fetal demise. Nursing is stabilizing a patient in and out of ventricular fibrillation and receiving the most heartfelt thank you. Nursing is also arriving for shift the following day to see the same patient intubated and unresponsive. Nursing is preventing, screening, assessing, educating, being a shoulder to cry on, a hand to hold, anticipating pain and preventing suffering, providing comfort, advocating, inspiring others, being inspired by others, preserving life, and accepting death. Nursing is a lifestyle. We carry our practice and implement it in all aspects of our lives. I don't know about you guys, but I will never be able to wash my hands the same ever again. Nursing isn't what I had presumed it to be, but infinitely more gratifying. The past 2 years have been some of the most trying, anxiety-inducing, and tedious parts of my life thus far. But in the process, I've been able to learn alongside some of the most courageous and fierce individuals that I've ever met. I would like all the graduates to stand for a moment. These women are amongst the most brilliant, hardworking, self-efficacious, and beyond durable group of people that I have ever met, and I have had the pleasure to work with every day. Some of these women are full-time mothers, some have lost their jobs or continue to work full-time, some have lost relationships, friendships, time with their children, some have gotten married or are currently planning a wedding. We've all sacrificed, but these women have sacrificed more than I could begin to comprehend. We are a team, a nursing family. We have developed the "you hold and I'll wipe" kind of friendships that I will cherish for years to come. We've shared laughs, tears, sorrow, and excitement. These women are truly a force of nature and stand as a perfect representation of human compassion, decency, and overwhelming emotional intelligence. You all inspire me every day, and while you're putting your confidence in me, my confidence was in you. I love you all dearly. Without a doubt, I know each of you will make a profound difference in your patients' lives as you have in mine. To our professors, to our professors and clinical instructors, thank you for giving us the knowledge that will carry us throughout our profession. You all have worked tirelessly to ensure that we amount to be great nurses and make lasting change within the nursing practice. For those of you who don't know, being a nursing instructor is not a 9-to-5 job. We would get emails anywhere between 12 to 4 a.m. notifying us that PowerPoints, grades, or additional resources were available, and of course we were up. Each professor brought something else to the classroom. Mrs. Prather, who taught us the foundations of nursing knowledge, represents faith and integrity. Mrs. Worben, our pharmacology instructor, represents passion and perseverance. Mrs. Jacob, who instructed our nursing practicum, leadership and management, and our first medical surgical course, represents guidance and dignity. Mrs. McLaughlin, who taught us our advanced medical surgical, including critical care modalities, represents compassion and dedication. Mrs. McLeod, who was most of our clinical instructor at one point, represents knowledge and limitless wisdom. Mrs. McKee, who taught us pediatric nursing, represents empathy and kindness. Each equally critical in our nursing education and learning the unspoken definition of what it is to be a nurse. We're a pretty great bunch, although there must have been times when you wanted to scream and storm out of the classroom. Like when we were too competitive in Jeopardy, argued over test questions, attested our care plan grades, refused to show up to Keiser live sessions, which were said to be mandatory but actually or failed to properly use APA citation format despite having done it every semester since prerequisites. And thank you for not giving up confidence in us when we argued with your rationales, regardless of how wrong we were. Today, on behalf of Cohort 25, we are so appreciative for all your time, energy, and dedication to ensuring our knowledge was more than adequate. Today, we graduate from white scrubs to cyanotic blue, C. diff green, trichomonas gray, Purpura purple, or perhaps rubella red. Whatever the color, know this. Our journey is not over. In fact, it's just begun. We will touch the lives of those who you may never see again. We will face challenges in our career that will make us question the path we've taken. There will be long days, nights, weekends, and holidays that don't seem to have an end. There will be times when we feel like we failed. But remember this, being a nurse isn't about long shifts or difficult cases. We don't work miracles. It's about meeting small goals and basking in the moments of our patients' thank yous, and I couldn't have done it without yous. At the end of the day, they may not remember our name, but they will remember what we have done for them. Florence Nightingale once said, "Were there none who were discontented with what they have, the world would never reach anything better." And with that, congratulations, nurses.